11 mods, 3 updates and a map, plus 2 bonus items. Oh, let's go! So the first bonus is going to be an update that we had come out on Saturday. This is the Ag pack by SMI modding team. In the changelog for that, it's got added new model, the Culture Rapid Pro bundle. So the first update we got today is Large Metal Pavilion by FSG modding FSG Devar. And in the changelog for that, it's got added colour selection. We've also had an update for the Cowshed 3+3 by DMI 20mm Normandy. In the changelog for that, it's got fixed slurry trigger animation, fixed MP, fixed feeding trigger and fixed price. And our last update for the day is the Gutler Matador 30 by Rick Black Label TWD modding. In the changelog for that, it's got added reseeding device, rear mounting possible and model adjustments. So that's your updates for today. Now the map that we had out today as well is the Small Cow Farm. This is by ABT Frankie, 29 megabyte on the download. 29 megabyte for a map. Alright, fair enough, we'll carry on. It says, welcome everyone to the Small Cow Farm. This is a mix of small farm and cow farm. Alright, fair enough. We'll have a look at that in a separate video, but that's out now if you want to download it. Right, and our second bonus item for today is the Lizard Twin Screw XBR2. Now, this came out on Friday and on the website it was down as an update, but the update was the brand name changed to Lizard, which is basically code for it being now on console, which is great. So this is by Sid Modding, 29.57 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Harvesters. So this has got a 306 horsepower engine, 31 mile an hour top speed, 14,100 litre capacity, 187 grand of your hard earned cash to pay for. Then you got the options of grain tank extension. So we've got medium tanks, that puts it up to 19,100. Big tank, 29,100. That makes it the biggest one yet, isn't it? I know we had the John Deere that had like a 27,000 litre, but that's 29. That is ace. And then back to stand. Oh, 29 grand. 29,000. That's brilliant. Then you got numbers. So obviously you want to number your fleet. So that will go all the way up to 19. Then you got oversized sign. No. Or standard. On the front. Is there one on the back? Yeah, on the back. Or no. Then you got CB radio. No. Or yes. Just puts that just inside the windscreen there. Straw chopper foil. Alright, where's that? Is that round the back? Ah, there you are. It's like a little cover to keep all the dust in line. Then you got Green Star 3000, no, or standard, or tablet, or Green Star and tablet, or no. Obviously, that doesn't mean much to us on console because I haven't got GPS. Then engine setup. So you've got 306, 356, 412, 465, and back to 306. Then you can then change the pipe. So you start off with a short pipe, long pipe, or back to short pipe. Lights configuration, no. Front. Where's it putting the light? Oh, it's on the side there. Back. So we'll spin around the back. Oh, it's putting just underneath that yellow part. On the pipe. Oh, just on the underside of the pipe there. Front and pipe, back and pipe, front and back, or all of them. And then we've got wheel setup. So we've got the crawler 30, 36. So it makes them slightly wider. 30 times 2. No, not times 2. 32. So what does that do? So we've got 30 there. And 36 slightly wider. Oh, just different version really. 36 2. Then back to 33. 36 3. Then back to crawler 30. You change the main colour, yellow or black. I'll just change to the main hopper actually. And that's your options. I do like that. I mean, I remember seeing this in 19. So that's great it's come out. I mean, especially with that 29,000 litre capacity. Love it. Right, now on to the first mod for the day. This is Plantly Production. This is by Adiran, 4.04 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in a couple of different places. So if we go into the construction menu like that, the first light is going to be under productions and factories. So we'll scroll along to find the first one because there is a couple of them in this pack. So there we are. We've got the first one there, the vegan milk factory. That's going to cost you 100 grand. That's going to take oats, sugar, soybean, is that sunflower oil and water. And then we've got the tofu factory. It's going to take tomatoes, wood chips, soybeans, water, sunflower and olives. Sunflower oil, sorry, and olives. And then we come back up to selling points, because we'll go back along to find these two. So we've got the V supermarket. Obviously going to sell your normal vegan stuff there, plus all the extras coming out of this production chain package. And then you've got the V farmers market, which is again going to sell your normal vegan stuff that you would sell at the vegan farmers at the normal farmers market, plus with the stuff that comes out of this. But I've just seen eggs on there. Now correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't think vegans ate eggs, or is that just me? Okay, we'll carry on. Obviously a different take on the whole production chains. If you are vegan, this could be very nice for you. Obviously, you know, some people don't like meat, don't like meat products. That's entirely up to you, not a problem. So this will fit in nicely with your farm. Obviously that's in the style of the oil mill. This one's in the style of the sugar mill. And obviously we've got the supermarket and farmers market as usual. That's alright, that is different spin on it. Very nice. So if we go into the vegan milk factory first. So for oat milk, you're going to need oats. It is sunflower oil, yeah. I always get these icons mixed up. So oats, sunflower and water. You're going to get the oat milk out. You then go soy milk. You've got soybean, sugar and water. You get soy milk out. You then got soy cuisine. You're going to need soybeans, sugar, water and sunflower. And then Skyer style. I'm assuming that looks like a yogurt pot, to be fair. You're going to need soybeans, sugar and water. So if we come out of that and we'll go into the tofu factory. There we are. So you're going to need soybeans and water to get tofu. You're going to need soybeans, water, sunflower oil, olives and tomatoes to get tofu rosso. And then to get smoked tofu, you're going to need soybeans, water and wood chips. Obviously they're going to burn the wood chips to get the smoky flavour. Ah, very nice. Yeah, I like that. It's alright, that is. Right, next up is underground storage. This is by Schultz Modding, 0.97 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these in the construction menu and under buildings and silos. So we'll scroll along to find them because they're right down the other end. Got so much installed on this. So we'll start off with this one here. So this is going to hold 500,000 litres and it's going to do all your usual stuff. But it also does, according to the website, bales, which is very nice. Obviously, you're not going to chuck out bales, but yeah, chuck your bales in. Yeah. Now this one is going to cost you 100 grand, but wait for it. If that's me reading correctly, that says 500 million litres of storage. What? 500 million litres of storage. That is excellent, and as far as I'm aware, that has got to be the biggest storage silo on the game that we've ever had. That's the biggest one that I've seen. 500 million. And the best thing about this one is it does liquids as well. That is ace. Load in, load out at the front on both of them. 500 million litres capacity. Brilliant. Right, next up is the Seed Potato Farm Buildings Pack. This is by Dazed, 22 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in a few different places. So first off, we'll go in the construction menu and under productions and factories. So we'll scroll along till we get to the first one. There we are. Right. So first off, we got this one here, the Potato Storage and Sorting Shed. That's going to cost 455 grand, and it has got this potato sorter in there with it. Then we'll come along to the potato sorter. That's going to cost you 103,400 to buy. You've then got the large potato sorter and bagger, 275 grand to buy. And then we'll come up to buildings and sheds. So the first one there is 350 grand, the potato storage expansion. We then come up to containers, and we've got the sprayer store. This is going to hold diesel and herbicide for you. Then we'll come up to tools, because we've also got this one here, vehicle workshop, 23,000. Then if we come back up to productions and selling points, we have got a couple more options here. So the first one is the farmers market expanded. So it's going to take all your normal farmers market stuff plus these extra potato variants. And then you got the same with the supermarket expanded as well. Same usual stuff at the supermarket plus the extra potatoes. And then we've got another sell point there. These all look the same, but you've got different options. You've got option 1 takes a certain amount of different crops. Option 2 takes different crops. Option 3 takes a different variation. And then option 4 takes all of them. So obviously I would go with option 4. They all cost £1. You might as well just place that down and give you more options. Now if we go up to the factory section as well, because we have got this here, the BGA 99 kilowatt extended. This is going to do your usual BGAing, plus it will take the potatoes, in particular waste potatoes. So you can't just chuck any old potatoes in the BGA, it's got to be the waste ones. Now these all work like production chains. So if we come into this one like that, so we're now on potato sorter. I've banged a load of potatoes in and it's sorted out on the right hand side there. So we've got 441 litres of waste potatoes, 1700 seed potatoes, and then 209 premium potatoes. And then we've also got a pallet here of 2000. Now there is one thing with this. This doesn't have a very big storage capacity. It only holds like 2000 litres of potatoes. So you are going to have to fill it up quite regularly. But that being said, it's alright, that is. And then we come over here. See, this is the bigger one. So we go into that. We've got a few more options on this one. So you can start off with your potato sorting. So that's going to sort out your potato load. And then it's going to give you waste potatoes, seed potatoes, and premium potatoes. You can also put them in bags if you want to go down that route. So you can bag up your sorted potatoes, bag up your premium, and bag up your seeded. And then you can also put waste potatoes in bags for pig food. Now, unless you're going to put the waste potatoes in the BGA, the only place that you can sell or use your waste potatoes is going to be for pig food. You can't sell them at any other sell point. Now, there is one thing I will note on this. Obviously, they're not running at the minute, and there's a reason for that, because if we go and turn it on, it's really loud. I mean, really loud. You can't hear yourself think when it's going, so well, yeah, we'll turn that off. That is really loud. Right, so I've got myself some potatoes here, because these do load in slightly differently to each other. The small sorter, just pull up, load in like that. Very nice. Now if you come up to this one, you don't get the trigger, because what you need to do is back the trailer right in to that loading point there. So we'll reverse back. Obviously my top quality reversing skills on the go again. So we just reverse it. Oh, that wasn't that bad actually. And once you get there, obviously load in. Now the big sorter does hold a lot more than the little one, which is very nice. I think that holds, what did you put in before, 12,000? What's loaded in there? 7,000. So it's going to be about roughly about 15,000 litre capacity. So that's the two sorters. So if we come over to the sheds, now this one's got the sorter in, the big sorter already. So you open that up like that. So you'll load in the front like normal. And then obviously you've got your production chain menu onto there. Start it all off and it'll sort out your pallets. Then we'll come through this door like that. And also with this one, if you don't get stuck in the shed, you can open up these two doors and they've got refrigerated storage, which is ace. I mean, you've got two light switches there, one for each door. So you do B, turn those on. And then you got these lights here, one for in there and one for in there. Did I put those lights on? Oh, there's a light switch for that one. Yeah, we'll go out the bigger door, because those small doors are quite tiny. When you get into these refrigerated bits in it, this is ace. Come up to this bit here. So you got start cooling cycle B, or start warming cycle. That's ace. So you got the, look, even with the lights on, you can see like the coldness in the air. That is brilliant. Oh, I do like that. So we'll come out of there, and then we'll go down to the other shed, which is basically just got 4 cooling areas rather than the 2, because obviously it hasn't got the potato sorter in there, and everything's the same. So obviously you've got your light switch there. Open up these doors. You got your warming and cooling option there. All the same. I do like that. Is ace. I got that effect with the lights. That's brilliant. I like that. And then we'll come over to the BGA. So usual sort of shenanigans on the go there. So you load in your slurry there. You load in your solid stuff, we're going to call it. But obviously with potatoes, you are going to have to, well, maybe get a belt on the go. That'd be alright. There's your production chain menu there. And then obviously you take your digester out of there. And then to finish off, we've obviously got that container. Well, the 2 containers. One of them's a storage for your herbicide and your diesel. So obviously you'll fill your vehicle or your equipment up there. You come around this side, open up that door, and you go in, and that's where you go and buy more stuff in, herbicide or diesel. Holds 15,000 litres of each. And we'll come over here. So you've got this container here, and you can see in the grass there, you've got your hatch marking area. So pull your vehicle or equipment next to that. Open up that door. And there's your workshop trigger. Ah, I like that. That's a nice pack. I mean, potatoes are quite a laborious task, but if you've got something extra on the end, you know, something a little different, because like you get these pallets. What have we got here? So we've got premium potatoes, seed potatoes, premiums. We've got no waste out of that lot that we chucked in so far. You know, it adds a little bit extra. Yeah, I like that. Very nice. Alright, next up is Building Garage. This is by Matej Mods, 13.75 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and sheds. So there we are, 120 grand to buy. Obviously it's a shed, and it has got solar panels. I mean, it's saying there 4,800 a month, so it's not going to make you a millionaire overnight, but still, you know, every little helps. So we can open up all these doors. So we'll go do that like so. Because once you get inside as well, which I think is a nice touch, so we'll go in there like that. There we are. So you've got doors open the other side as well. You have a bit of a drive-through option. You've got walkways going through. And on this one, you've got a big door there. We'll open up that. Bigger equipment in here. Then come through this one. There's your light switch, which lights up all the different areas. Like that. You got that little space heater there, little broom stood up. That door open. There you are. Oh, I like that. I mean, you're not going to get massive equipment, you know, the huge harvesters are not going to fit in there, mind you, but oh, I do like, I mean, the lights come out on outside the doors as well. Oh, I like that. Very nice. Right, next up is the Seed Potato Farm Vehicles pack. This is by Dazed again, to go along with the potato shed sorting shenanigans we've already seen. 19.28 megabyte on the download, and they're in a couple of different places, so I'll just go down to the downloaded mod section. It's a lot easier to find them. So we've first got the TMC Cancella TJP610. Now this is normally a mulcher, but they've modified it to actually be a home topper, which is very nice. 200 horsepower requirement, 6 meter working width, 5 mile an hour working speed, 25.5 grand to buy, no options. I do like that because that folds up as well. That's alright, that is. Then we come over to the Grime GL420. This requires 150 horsepower from your tractor. Oh, 3 meter. Well, to be fair, I mean, the normal 3 meter, the normal base game one's 3 meters, so I don't know why I'm surprised. Obviously 7 mile an hour working speed, but the difference between this and the base game one is this will take the seed potatoes that you get out of your sorting facility. 46 grand to buy, no options. Then we'll come over to the GL860 compactor. This requires 170 horsepower from your tractor, 6 meter working width, 7 mile an hour working speed, 129.5 grand to buy. Again, the same as the base game one, apart from the fact you can put the seed potatoes in. And also these two, according to the website, have the ability to do fertilizing as well. But this is where the HK25 with liquid fertilizer comes in, because whilst these two will do the fertilizing, it's got no fertilizer tank capacity. This is what you need this for, because this has got the tank on it, and it's also a cultivator at the same time. 3 meter cultivator, mind you, so this will probably work best with the 3 meter potato seeder. Obviously requires 100 horsepower and work at 7 miles an hour. But that has the tank for the fertilizer on it. Oh, I like that. I mean, slightly different, you know, mixing it up a little, but yeah, that coupled with the seed production pack sorting office arrangement, whatever you want to call it, yeah, that'd work nicely together. Very nice. Right, next up is the Agromaz Salvis 3800. This is by Bartsonov 3, 12.31 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under Seeders. So it's got a 5,000 litre tank, 180 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 3 meter working width. Oh, 3 meter. Shocking. 11 mile an hour working speed, 32 grand to buy. The options you got there are main colour is red, or just red. Is red, and then the design color is just different version of green, so you go for whatever one you want. I mean, I do like it. It is nicely detailed, all them hose pipes on the back. Does that take no? Oh no, solid fertilizer it takes, seed and solid fertilizer. Still 3 meter though. All right, we'll carry on. Right, next up is the Maxi Bale Fork. This is by Fred Modding, 7.94 megabyte on the download. You're going to find them on the telehandler tools. Now, for some strange reason, there's 2 lots come up under this section. We've got the Bale Fork 3 rectangle and the Bale Fork 4 rectangle, but then we've got exactly the same. Again, same price and everything. So I don't know what's going on there. That's some random shenanigans. So we've got the Bale Fork 3. So obviously the 3 is down to the name with the 3 spikes on the front. Obviously this hooks up to your telehandler. No options, 8 grand. And then the 4 rectangle is obviously with the 4 spikes on the bottom. Again, no options, 9 grand for your telehandler. Obviously, once you get the bottom spikes in, you then activate it, and those arms chop in and hold it all nice and tight. Yeah, I like them. Very nice. Right, next up is the Brent Avalanche 1596. This is by Camel, 13.76 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under Auger Wagons. So this has got a 53,000 litre capacity, 300 horsepower requirement for your tractor, 118 grand to buy. The options you got there are usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Then come down to cover, yes or no. You can change the main colour, red or green, rim colour to basically any sort of shade of grey, a couple of in between. Oh dear, oh dear. I mean, if you're into your auger wagons, 53,000 litre capacity, that's alright, that is. Right, next up is the Lizard HPN Series Brazil. This is by Kohler, 29.29 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find them under a different couple of sections. So again, we're back down into our downloaded modded section. So that's just the easier way to find it. So we've got the HPN, the actual truck itself. We then got a bulk carrier 6x2, bulk carrier 4x2, dumper 6x2B, sugarcane 6x2, and then cider 6x2. So that's your pack. So if we go into the vehicle itself, so it starts off as the 4x2, 177 horsepower, 49 mile an hour top speed, 70 grand. You can then change that to 6x2A or 6x2B, shorter version. And you then got wheel setup, iron rims 1. Yeah, usual shenanigans, you go for whichever ones you want to on that. You then got decorative sash, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then no. Rear height, no. Put it around the back. There we are. So it's like air suspension, so no. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back to no. That dropped from 4 to 0. Fair enough. Then we've got stair light. So put those on the steps there. then design 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then back to no. Then we've got bumper, so we've got grey, colour, so body colour, black, grey and low bumper, colour and low bumper, black and low bumper, 1935 grey, 1935 colour, 1935 black, again 1935 grey and low bumper, 35 low bumper colour, 35 black and low bumper, and then back to the original one. Then you got windows, design 1, 2, 3, and then back to 1, so that's going to be tinting. Then we got PX antenna, no, design 1, 2, 3, or no. So you go fishing with your truck. Then you got embellishment rear light, so we'll spin around the back there. So we got no, 3 orange lights, 3 red lights, 5 orange lights, 5 red lights, or no. Then we've got hubcaps, no, iron rims 2. Oh, there's loads of options on this. So rear hubcaps, no, design 1, 2, or no. Then you got exhaust, so we'll spin around. Where's the exhaust? Is it on that side? Exhaust 1. Oh, so standards, that's that pipe there. Exhaust 1. It sticks out that side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then back to standard. Then you got air suspension, no, yes, or no. Then capacity, plastic tank. That's just for your diesel tanks. It starts off with 210 litres, then it goes up to 300 round tank, then back to plastic tank. You got front grille, grey and grey, grey and colour, grey and black, colour and grey, colour and colour, colour and black, black and grey, black and colour, black and black, then back to grey and grey. The pneumatic 6x2, no or yes. And then you got engine setup, so 177. That's 177 again though, isn't it? Alright, that's not really changed much. 184, 210, and back to 177. Then you got marker and sun shield, no, or marker, or sun shield, or marker and sun shield, and then no. The main colour, go for any one of those. Changes the main colour. Chassis colour, you have dark red and black. And we got hub colour, again, changes the hub colour. Rim colour, oh, chrome, oh yes. That's your options on that. So there's plenty of options for you to get through. So if we go into the bulk carrier 6x2, again, there's loads of options on these. So you got sash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then back to 1. Then design 1, 2, design 1, black, white, and then design 1. Then design 1 again, white, black, colour. I'll change the frame underneath, isn't it? Fair enough. Then we've got design 2, white, black, just changing the extra bits on the side, or white or black. Then we've got rear height, no, plus 2, 3, 4, and then no, so that's just your mud guard on the back. Main colour, obviously that's going to do the main body of it, and then design colour is going to do the bits underneath. Then cover colour, obviously does the cover. Mud flap colour, changes the mud flap. I mean, that all starts off with a 25,000 litre capacity, which I probably should have said from the beginning. We just jumped straight into the changing up on the options because there's tons. And we go on to the bulk carrier 4x2. So obviously, depending on which vehicle you go for, depends on which one you need to go for. So these are all dumpers. So you got the 4x2 there, then you got the 6x2, and then you got the second 6x2. So this is a 4x2. So the same options as the 6x2. Obviously, goes on a different vehicle. Then we've got the dumper. So the options we got there are colour red, black, or red. So that's the dumper part there. Then we've got decorative sash. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, only 5 on that one. Then rear height. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back to no. So does the mud flaps as well. Cover. No or yes. You got main colour. Obviously changes the main colour. Cover colour obviously changes the cover. Mud flaps colour does the mud flaps, as the name would suggest. That's your options on that one. 21,000 litre capacity on that. So slightly smaller because obviously it's going on a slightly shorter vehicle. And then we've got the sugarcane going on the 6x2. So the options you got there are rear height. No. Again, this is the mud flap going down to 4. Change the main colour to go on that. Change the main frame. And design colour, we'll go with that. Changes the main body of the frame. Then mud flap colour changes the colour of the mud flaps. 27,300 litres. I mean, then we go onto the side of 6x2. This is just going to be like a container trailer, really. So again, rear height, so that goes all the way up to 4 for the mud flap. Main colour, put a white, changes the end parts. Then design colour, it's obviously going to do the framework. The design colour again, it's going to do the side panels. Then mud flap does the mud flap. That's an alright pack. There is obviously the older style. You know, was it the 19? No, it didn't give a year, did it? It's the HPN Series Brazil. But that being said, that's very nice indeed. That's alright, that is. Right, next up is the Ponzi Bison Active Frame. This is by HR Forster and Bell. 18.77 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under forestry vehicles. So it's got a 285 horsepower engine, 12 mile an hour top speed, 225 grand to buy. The options you got there are usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres, but it does have the Ollis 4s. Very nice. And then you've got window tinting, no. Black, yellow, or no. Hood protection, design 1, 2, or no. Lower protection, no, yes, or no. Exhaust protection, yes or no. Window protection, that puts that on the front or back bit, depending on how you're looking at it. Like that. Then timber blade, puts that blade on the front. Then design, what's that change? Oh, it just puts that bit of framework around the end of the trailer part. And engine setup, so 285, 425, or 285. We change the main colour. Let's go for that. The claw colour. let's go pink all round. Then the bands and chains colour. And then the rim colour. Just like that. Oh, look at the state of that. That's Barbie going forestry in again. Oh, if you're into your forestry, now that's alright. That is very nice. Right, and our last mod for the day is the John Deere 9600 9610. This is by Sid Modding, 23.43 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under harvesters. So it's got 253 horsepower engine, 15 mile an hour top speed, 8,457 litre capacity on the grain tank, 87,100 to buy till you start adding the options. So the options we've got there are no tank extension, small tank, so that puts up to 9,818. So what's that about? 1,400 litre extra. Mora regular puts it up to 11,818. And then back to no tank extension. You've got usual shenanigans with the wheel bands and the tyres. Although I didn't find any tracks on it, mind you. Fair enough. And you got design, no. Starfire 3000, or no. Obviously that doesn't mean anything to us on Xbox or consoles in general, to be fair, because we haven't got the GPS mod. And CB radio, yes or no. Engine setup, so 253, 275, 253 again. Then you got pipe, so you got short pipe, standard, or short pipe. That's your options. Oh, I like that. I mean, sort of oldish style. Yeah, very nice. Right, so that's your mods done for the day. Drop it in the comments below. Which one's your favourite? Which one are you thinking of using? We'll see what people are looking at. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, it's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.